full tank of gas. Haters trying to stop me cause I'm moving too fast. I stay rolling on my grind with my money on my mind cause I'm riding, y'all. I'm riding fast, approaching red line. I'm ready to blow. Ballin' till I'm falling, I ain't trying to move slow. Play a holler at you later.
Yeah, Richard 10 Shadow Riders, listen. Yo, I'm on the top of the game. Hard body on top of these lanes. Switching gears in the Maserati. Driving insane as fly as can be. Giovanna rim size 23. Shit, I'm as high as can be. Ladies call me handsome. Way before I did the Shadow Riders anthem. Now I'm sitting in the Black Phantom. More than they can handle. I play the ball hard in the car, that's just coming out the front panel. What you know about that? But I ain't TIP, I'm RIC, K5. I show you how to stay fly in the daytime with Shadow Riders on my side, hopping up the G-Ride. I stay live. The boy wonders, not a talk of the town. Toasted up, never boast, yeah, I'm holding it down. Gunning for now, these tough Burger King niggas coming through steady, keeping the crown. While I'm in the fruit punch jag, popping up, riding around. Believe me, dog, this is real as it sounds. Shit.
Shadow Riders Ignitions.
You are now listening to the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show. All about the JDM life.
Shadow Riders, baby.
What's up? Welcome to another edition of the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show. I'm your host, Shadow Riders Alpha, coming at you with another one. Today's going to be a great show, so don't you go nowhere. We'll be right back. For all my aspiring musicians and music artists out there, make sure you go check out digitalnomadmusician.com, where we focus on living the life of your dreams as a musician, traveling, and never having to worry about money. So if this sounds like something that interests you, make sure you go check it out. Digital Nomad Musician. Want to learn the ins and outs of the cryptocurrency game? Well, join the Bitcoin Billionaire Brigade on Facebook. Learn tips and tricks of how to manage and grow your Bitcoin and cryptocurrency portfolio. And who knows, you just might be the next Bitcoin billionaire. Join now and make sure you smash that like button. There's blood in the streets. The Bonanjoke quality of life is in shambles. The balance of peace on Synergius is in a chaotic mess. The good guys are dropping like flies. Potential new warriors are frightened to death to take a stand. And then Phantom shows up, fearless and defiant. Brace yourself as Phantom charges forward in the most highly anticipated sci-fi story of all time, Phantom Force: The Awakening, available on Amazon Kindle. Get your copy today. Hey guys, did you know that Shadow Riders is the #1 JDM car culture community on the internet? You did it? Well, now you do. Make sure you go check out shadowriders.com. That's SHADDOWRYDERZ.com. Check out the hottest JDM news, events, culture, music, and more. So go check it out. shadowriders.com.
You are now listening to the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show. All about the JDM life.
Shadow Riders, baby.
All right, we back. Shout out to all my Shadow Riders all over the world. I just want to take this time out to say thank you so much for listening
to the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show podcast. It has been an amazing ride so far, and we're going to keep on going. I really, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for your responses. As of late, the numbers have really been jumping up. That lets me know that we are on the right track. So I'm going to keep on giving y'all this good JDM culture content. Also, to keep on spreading the message of Shadow Riders, I'm going to need you guys to go ahead and like these podcasts. I need you to share them. Share this podcast with everybody that you know that is into JDM cars and JDM car culture. If you know of anyone else that's interested into this lifestyle, this JDM lifestyle of car culture, please share this podcast with them. Share with your friends, your uncle who likes to work on his car, everybody that you know that's into automotive car, and, all these enthusiasts out here. Y'all doing a great job so far. And I just want to tell you, thank you. Keep on doing what you're doing. Share the podcast. Continue to do that. Continue to go to shadowriders.com and get the merch. Our name is getting out there. I want to thank you guys again. All right, we got another really great show today. We're going to talk about, for all you guys who are into drifting, all you guys out there who want to take it to the next level. You've been out there in car meets, you in the parking lots doing donuts. You may have did some stuff out in the city that I'm not going to talk about, that you want to just keep, you know what I'm saying? I know what's going on out there. I've been out in life. I know what it is. But you want to take it to the next level. You want to actually make a career out of your love for drifting your JDM car. Well, I'm going to tell you today some information that's going to help you create a competitive, kick-ass drift car. We're going to go over 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car today, all right? So what I want you guys to do is just kick back, enjoy the information, get you some snacks. If you're at the house, if you're at the office, just put your earphones in so the boss don't see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? If you're in your car, just turn the volume up and roll down the street. Put your shades on. All my Shadow Riders out there, man. It's Monday, so I know wherever you guys are, whatever time of the day is, you guys are loving it. So, yeah, let's get into this topic, man. So I'm going to be taking some information from Import Tuner here. They got a great article, so if you love imports, make sure you go check them out. So we're going to go over 10 different areas, okay? And as I go through these areas, I'm going to go ahead and list them now. And as I get to each area, I'll announce what area that I'm talking about, so you can make a mental bookmark in this podcast of where the area that you specifically need to focus on is in the podcast. All right. So number 1, we're going to go over power. Okay. Number 2, we're going to talk about the differential. Number 3, we're going to talk about the clutch. Number 4, we're going to talk about suspension. Number 5, we're going to talk about tires and alignment. Okay, number 6 is steering. Number 7 is weight distribution. Number 8, we're going to talk about the bash bars. Number 9, we're going to talk about chassis. And then the final number 10, we're going to talk about the handbrakes. Okay? So let's get into it. The first of the 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car is power. With power, you needed to break traction in order to get those rear hubs spinning. It's why at the highest levels of professional drifting, it is not uncommon to see competitors opt for torquey, high horsepower power pads. And indeed, in series like Formula Drift that has translated into an all-out engine war, to learn or just to go out and have fun, you only need about 100 to 150 horsepower. But that number goes up significantly in the Pro-Am ranks to roughly 500 to 600 horsepower. And Pro cars range from 800 to 1,200 at the rear wheels as far as horsepower goes. Okay, so you need to increase the horsepower on your current engine. And if you don't have an engine that can hit those high numbers of horsepower, up to the 800s and thousands of horsepower, maybe it's time for an engine swap or turbocharge or supercharge. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 on the 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car. Number 2 is locked differential. All right, in drifting, the rear wheels ideally should be spinning at the same rate under load for the sake of predictability, which you typically can't do with an unaltered factory open differential. If you can afford a limited slip differential, LSD for short, you want to go for a clutch or vicious type, a solid spool similar to what's used in drag racing is a slightly cheaper way to go, but the total budget method to locking a differential is welding its spider gears, which is recommended. Leave it to the experts. All right. So again, the preferred method, the total budget method to locking a differential is welding its spider gears. So you guys take that in mind. Okay, keep that in mind. Okay, number 3 on 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car. Number 3 is clutch. The clutch. As one might reasonably expect, once you start taxing parts of the powertrain, you need to make sure everything linked to them can handle the increased work. So the upgrades depend on your car's power level and grip level and the driver's aggressiveness of driving style. At the top levels, everything from a car's gearbox to its axles are designed for extreme stress. At a minimum, a heavy-duty clutch is probably in order to break the back end loose a little easier during clutch kicking, a common method of drift initiation. Okay, so yeah, you want to get the most heavy-duty clutch that you can get, something that can take all the stress and the pressure without snapping. So that's number 3. Number 4 in the 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car is adjustable suspension. Part of this upgrade involves adjustable coilovers, but you can also lump in adjustable arms and linkages too. The reason you want these parts are to lower the car's center of gravity as well as give the driver some flexibility to tune additional body control, namely to keep the vehicle to get the vehicle to squat and rotate to get that tail to wag how you want it to. So you can get coilovers at aftermarket places all over the place. But if you want to have that edge over the competition, adjustable arms and linkages are necessary. All right. That was number 4. Number 5, in 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car is tires and alignment. Tires and alignment. Alignment goes hand in hand with adjustable suspension. So to think of it this way, drift cars are basically set up to road race in front, but drag race in the rear. Forward grip is critical because in essence, drift cars pivot around their front end. So you'll generally find a lot of negative camber up front for when the suspension loads up around tire turns, and much less or even positive camber in back. It's also useful to have quality sticky rubber with a good wide footprint up front. So you hear that, guys? You need sticky rubber with a wide footprint up front for your tires, and your camber in the back is going to be drastically different from the camber in the front. All right. So that was number 5. Number 6 on the 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car is steering angle. Okay? Steering angle. Number 6. Simply, the more angle one can extract from their steering rack, the better off they'll be in getting the car as sideways as possible. But there are limits, usually related to clearance in the wheel well and getting the suspension arms links to not bind up. So noobs, for the noobs out there, to get more angle, you need to install tie rod end spacers. But the more advanced guys the set has come to rely on custom drifting specific front knuckles or extended lower control arms. So your front knuckles and your extended lower control arms are going to be drift specific. So this means whatever car that you drift with, the more competitive you get, it's only going to be for drifting. It's this front end, a lot of times going into this front end as far as everything. So your steering angle, that was number 6. Number 7 on the 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car is weight distribution. Here we're looking for a way to exploit the pendulum effect easier. But rather than loading up the extreme ass end of the car, most pros tend to spread out weight so that it's equal front to rear and the chassis as neutral as possible. A previous version of this suggests weight moved to the forward, which is not entirely correct. So you want to have equal weight distribution front to rear. It is for reasons of weight distribution most drivers prefer conventional FR platforms for drifting instead of mid or rear engine machines. Okay? So you get that? You want to have your engine in the front, guys. Your engine's going to be in the front for your weight. But you got to also have equal weight in the back. Okay? So that was number 7. Number 8 on the 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car Number 8 is bash bars. All right. The custom fabricated tube structures at the front and rear of a drift car, usually under the skin, are for convenience more than anything else. For one, they're tougher than most unibody elements, making them ideal for protecting vital components like the cooler and the heat exchangers and all that other stuff. At the pro level, bash bars are also easier to repair on location, as well as provide mounting solutions for not only coolers and radiators, but as body panels. All right, so that was number 8. Number 9 on the 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car is chassis. Specifically, chassis rigidity and safety. Like other types of racing cars, making your drift car's chassis stiff with braces and such keeps the car predictable. Chassis deformation doesn't allow the suspension to do its job, but your biggest source of rigidity will likely be one of the main safety features of most racers, the roll cage. In general, you can never spend enough on safety, but don't cheap out, as this includes your seat, your harness, fire suit, helmet, fire suppression, etc. So guys, you gotta have to spend some money on a good roll cage. That's the main thing for number 9. And finally, number 10 on 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car is an extended handbrake lever. What we first noticed on rally cars made its way into drift cars, and it serves an important purpose. With a longer, more vertical handle in the range of other hand-controlled elements like the steering wheel and gear shifter, it makes it easy to reach for. In this case, to stop the rear wheels and initiate a slide, particularly useful around tight corners. There's a perception that a hydraulic handbrake setup is necessary, but it's not. Most can get away with the cable handle brake and better brake pads. At the pro level though, cars are required to have a dual rear caliper system, one each for the front, for the foot and hand brakes, right? Okay, again, one each for the foot and hand brakes, for the sake of safety through redundancy. All right, so there you go, guys. There are your 10 keys to building a kick-ass JDM drift car. Hey, if you liked today's podcast, make sure that you holler at us and let us know in the comments or wherever we are on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Twitter, we're on Tumblr, Pinterest, we're all over the place. Make sure you holler at us and let us know that you enjoyed the podcast. So this has been another great episode of the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show. I am your host, Shadow, aka Shadow Riders Alpha, signing out. Peace.
You are now listening to the Shadow Riders Ignitions radio show, all about the JDM life.
Shadow Riders, baby.
Hold up. You know, before I let you go, we got to do the Shadow Riders tradition, the reciting of the Shadow Riders ethos. This is meant to motivate you, inspire you, and form a bond between all of us as Shadow Riders. So here we go. Repeat after me. The Shadow Riders ethos. I will be so strong that nothing can disturb my peace of mind. I will never give up, and I will never accept defeat. I will think only of the best, work only for the best, and expect only the best. I will be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as I am about my own. I will give so much time to improving myself that I have no time to criticize others. I will be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the persistence of trouble. I will think well of myself and proclaim this fact to the world, not in loud words, but in great deeds. I will always surround myself with people who are faithful, accountable, and teachable. I will bring discipline, momentum, focus, determination, will, and tenacity to every challenge. I will always have the courage to follow my dreams. I will always stay humble and down to earth. I will always be real, straight, and authentic with people. I will never forget where I came from and where my true power is. I will always represent myself and my crew with pride and style. And finally, I will be driven because I am a part of Shadow Riders, and together we are unstoppable. All right, guys. Peace and blessings to all of you. I love you. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. I will see you next time. And now, let's roll that outro. Peace.
Cause I'm moving too fast. I stay rolling on my grind with my money on my mind. Cause I'm riding, y'all. I'm riding fast, approaching red line. I'm ready to blow. Ballin' till I'm falling, I ain't trying to move slow. Lay a holler at you later.
Yeah, Richard 10 Shadow Riders, listen. Yo, I'm on the top of the game. Hard body on top of these lames. Switching gears in the Maserati. Driving insane as fly as can be. Giovanna rim size 23. Shit, I'm as high as can be. Ladies call me handsome. Way before I did the Shadow Riders anthem. Now I'm sitting in the Black Phantom. More than they can handle. I play the ball hard in the car. Cause it's coming out the front panel. What you know about that? But I ain't T.I.P. I'm R.I.C. K.Y. I show you how to stay fly in the daytime. With Shadow Riders on my side. Hopping up the G-Ride. I stay live. The boy wonder's not a talk of the town. Toasted up, never boast shit. I'm holding it down. Gunning for now. These tough Burger King niggas coming through steady, keeping the crown. While I'm in the fruit punch jag. Popping up, riding around. Believe me, dog, this is real as it sounds. Shit. Let's go. Hey yo, excuse me y'all, Ricky Tan's in the building. And I'm on top like gum stuck to the ceiling. Staying fly, getting dough, such a wonderful thing. And my ice fresh out the cold like I'm into a spring. The game's taking over, yup, like a government sting. Shadow Riders, Ricky Tan with a dangerous team, a dangerous scheme. Everybody feel it in the air, I got the spotlight now when I'm making it clear. Switch your style up, time to ride out now. Or put your hands in the air like the kids scored a touchdown. I get love everywhere that I touch down. So don't be mad when your girl gave me a rub down. I'm coming off the top everywhere that I go. So when they say who's the best, yeah, you already know. Yeah, Shadow, let them know this is more than a game. This is more than music. It's a lifestyle, baby. Fast cars, fast money. You know how we do. It's Ricky Tan, Heartbeat Reps, Shadow Riders. It's a dangerous team.